The University of Massachusetts Boston, Greater Boston's public research university, is well known for its diversity. But what makes UMass Boston an increasingly popular first choice for undergraduate and graduate students alike is the diversity of our academic programming and research. With nearly 16,000 students from more than 90 countries, our campus provides students with the richness of an international educational experience.
En la comida tenemos muestras.
To have such a broad variety of different classes that I can take and different languages that I can learn, that's exciting.
This is a great place for all of the international students to find who we are.
In 1981, the University of Massachusetts Boston established its first doctoral program in environmental sciences. Now the university has many doctoral programs and new ones under development.
This year alone, for example, UMass Boston is accepting applicants for 4 new PhD programs that begin next year. One in developmental and brain sciences, one in counseling and school psychology, one in business administration, and one in global governance and human security. We're also accepting applications for new undergraduate programs such as engineering.
University of Massachusetts Boston is a research university with a teaching soul. Everywhere I go in the world, someone walks up to me and they talk about some faculty member, some professor that changed their lives.
Transferring to UMass Boston was one of the best things I ever did because I've met outstanding faculty who I even imagine possibly working with someday in the future.
This kind of exchange, this is where social media...
The professors are great.
Very strongly.
I like the small class sizes. That's probably one of the best things, is that to have a class of 20 people, you really get more undivided attention than if you were in, say, a lecture hall of 100 or more.
It's been a joy teaching here at UMass Boston, and especially teaching creative writing courses, where the wide, amazing variety of students who come here bring their complicated and interesting experiences to the work that they are actually doing in the course. It's very moving to see those students go on to become program directors and win grants and publish poems and stories and books.
What makes the College of Management at UMass Boston stand out is the fact that our mission is really basically, fundamentally, to educate tomorrow's leaders. I think one of the great benefits of being here at UMass Boston is our proximity to Boston, which is in itself a premier center for business and industry. Think about the industry and business and government that's here, the job opportunities that are here. We're just minutes away from a leading financial services center of the world, a healthcare center around the world, the educational center, state government, city government. It's all here for our students.
Our College of Nursing has been contributing to this Commonwealth in a way that we're very proud of. They're ranked 3rd in New England because of the kind of nurses and the kind of preparation that we have that's been life-changing for people.
I think we're all sort of devoted to the same mission, which is that of how do we make the best intellectual environment for our students. We know that what we do here has real meaning, that it isn't a job, that it is creating the conditions really for people to find new meaning in their lives, including ourselves.
The honors program at UMass Boston combines a group of different interdisciplinary courses. You approach things and say, this is music, but how can I look at it scientifically? How can I see the math in this?
Interdisciplinary work really matters to our students because I think it will make their learning seem more meaningful to them. Rather than seeing their subjects as separate fragments, it all comes together when they can see how political science connects with philosophy, with English, and how that can be brought into play to solve world problems.
Several of the colleges have developed learning community models. The College of Science and Mathematics started 3 years ago with their freshman success communities. Liberal arts began last year with CLA First, and the College of Management initiated what they're calling the LEAD program, which is all 3 are cohort models where students are co-enrolled in several classes together, have lots of specialized advising and activities that are aimed at building community.
It's a lot easier because you can interact with those people. The professors know that you're in that program for a reason and to interact with you. They're there for you for anything that you need, for questions, homework help, studying help, any tips, you can go up to them.
As we move forward, we will continue to build and broaden our undergraduate and graduate academic offerings and our research endeavors as part of our new 15-year strategic plan.
I was lucky enough last fall to be able in October to see the new next generation weather satellite be launched from Vandenberg Air Force Base, and it was pretty spectacular. I'm part of the science team with that satellite, and I'm particularly interested in using the data from that instrument to provide information for climate models and weather models. My data are used by scientists over in Europe. They're used here in the States for all of our modeling efforts. They're used to do cropland monitoring by the USDA. They're used to do fire monitoring. There's always something new that you can use with the data.
In terms of my own research, there were possibilities for doing research here that were not available for me at Children's Hospital. I was very interested in how stress affects health outcomes. We're particularly interested in how infants and young children are able to cope with stress, the kind of effects that stress has on these children. We currently use the still face in a number of our experiments. It's a mild stress, but it's a stress that we understand really quite well. So if we want to stress the infant and see the kinds of effects that stress has on the infant's behavior, it's a perfect vehicle for that.
Center for Green Chemistry is related to the Green Chemistry PhD program at UMass Boston. That's the first PhD program in the United States. Over the 10 years of the Green Chemistry program and the Center for Green Chemistry, we already established our reputation in the United States and internationally. So we hosted the International Symposium on Green Chemistry in 2010. Recently, we also signed an International Research and Education Collaboration Agreement with a major university in China.
Over the last 7 years, UMass Boston has been partnering with the DanaFarber Harvard Cancer Center on a wonderful project. It is a project that is focused on addressing health disparities and cancer disparities in this country, where it links a cancer center, a national cancer center, well respected, probably the best in the world, with a minority serving institution. The university is really at a time where it is building its research, and it's a wonderful time to be a student on campus. We have training that is quite significant on our campus at the undergraduate level, graduate level, and now new in the postdoctoral level. This is quite novel. We are being looked at as a model for the nation.
Research is a good way to engage students. And when we engage undergraduates in the research enterprise, it gives them the opportunity early in their academic career, the opportunity to see what that really looks like, what it means to build knowledge in different disciplines. And that's incredibly empowering for students.
This past summer, I was part of an internship for the U54. It was an amazing experience, actually, because it gave me hands-on knowledge of what research is all about.
Now we're working on extracting proteins in muscles to try and see how heavy metals bind to proteins.
In 2011, the University of Massachusetts began construction on the first new academic building on our campus since its founding in 1974, an integrated science complex near the entrance to our campus.
The foundation of the Edward M. Kennedy Institute is under construction, and this summer we will break ground on a new classroom building.
We're excited about our future. 2014, our 50th anniversary as a total campus where we're one University of Massachusetts Boston will be celebrated. And you're going to see residence halls and other things that are going to be changing the lives of so many, not just here in Dorchester, but all over the world. So we're excited.
At the heart of our new strategic plan remains our mission to provide access to higher education equal to the best, and to prepare our students to be successful global citizens.
Thank you for tuning in to WUMB's Late Night Music Mix. Why UMass Boston? Well, you have knowledgeable professors who know what they're talking about. You have a faculty that is extremely dedicated to watching you or helping you succeed. And you have an opportunity to be part of something that's growing. Greater Boston's NPR Music Station.
The academics, the athletics, and the emphasis on community involvement.
The student life, the diversity, and long-lasting friendships.
These are the things that make the University of Massachusetts Boston so special. A university that has as its core an urban mission, a commitment to teaching and learning, to research and discovery, to the pursuit of excellence.